Set up StrongVPN SSTP on Mikrotik router. Before you start, you need to get your VPN account credentials from the StrongVPN customer area. To log into the customer area, you need to use your email with us as a login. The password is the one that you've created when you first made an order, if you haven't changed it since then, of course. You can log in from the StrongVPN website. There is a link at the top. If that doesn't work, the direct link to the customer area login page is https://intranet.strongvpn.com/services/intranet. If you cannot remember your password, please reset it using this link, https://intranet.strongvpn.com/services/intranet/password_reset. After logging in, hover over VPN accounts at the top, then click the menu item VPN account summary. Click account setup instructions near the pptp/L2TP/SSTP account. On this page you will see your account setup credentials, server address, username, password and IPsec key, only needed for L2TP connection. Please notice, the credentials on the screen above will not work. This is just an example. We recommend to leave account setup instructions window open, since you will need this information for setup. Make sure that you have credentials at hand until you finish. Default information, default router IP address, 192.168.88.1 username, admin password is not required, leave this field empty. Step 1. Connect to the Mikrotik router via an Ethernet cable. The computer should be cabled to a LAN port of the VPN router. It is recommended not to use LAN 1 port. Open up your web browser, type in 192.168.88.1 in the address bar and hit enter. It will prompt you to enter the username/password. The default values are, admin, username, with blank password, leave it empty. Please notice, if you can't reach the Mikrotik web interface, you should download the Winbox application from the Mikrotik website mikrotik.com. There you can find it going through software downloads, useful tools and utilities section. It is working on Windows system, also on Mac OS and Linux using Wine emulator. Once you log in, go to PPP option in the left-hand side menu. The interface tab should be opened. Click plus button and select SSTP client. Step 2. In the general tab, fill the name field. It can be any you like. We recommend StrongVPN SSTP. Set max MTU and MRRU to 1500. Step 3. Select the dial out tab. Fill your full server address in the connect to field. Server address is your credential that you get from the customer area at the beginning of this tutorial. If you are not sure where to get it, scroll up the page, you can find the instructions there. Your server is not strxxxxx.reliablehosting.com, it is just an example. Enter user and password fields. These are not your email and password with us that you use to log into the customer area. Also do not use SXXXXXXX and XXXXXXXXXXX. These are just examples. User and password are your credentials that you get from the customer area as well. Make sure that you have MishApp2 checkbox enabled in the Allow section. Click Apply button. Step 4. Now in the left-hand side menu, select IP option and in submenu choose Firewall. Step 5. In the NAT tab, click plus button to add a new NAT rule. Step 6. In the General tab, select CertNAT for chain field. For out. Interface, choose StrongVPN SSTP, the name of your VPN connection that you created earlier. Step 7. Select Action tab. Choose Masquerade from the drop-down list for Action field. Click OK. Step 8. Now you're back to the Firewall window, choose Mangle tab and click plus button. Step 9. In the General tab for chain field, select Pre-routing. In SRC address, enter either the IP, or the IP range which you wish to have routed through the VPN connection. Here we use source address to identify packets which should be routed through VPN. Please notice, this IP range, 192.168.88.2-192.168.88.254, is an example. This is the default IP range that Mikrotik assigns to the devices that are connected to its LAN and wireless network. If you have changed this IP range or you need to route only some IP addresses over the VPN tunnel, you should modify this field. You can also use other means of identification, or a combination of identifiers, such as destination port and source address. Keep in mind, you need to make sure that traffic originating from the Mikrotik router is excluded from this marking, or it will attempt to communicate with the VPN server through the VPN itself, causing the connection to break. Step 10. Go to the Action tab. Select Mark Routing for action. New routing mark can be any you like, for example strong_routing_mark. Click OK. Step 11. Go to IP, left-hand side menu, and in submenu choose Routes. Step 12. In the Routes tab, click plus button. Step 13. For dst.address, enter 0.0.0.0/0. Choose StrongVPN SSTP, your VPN interface that you made in steps 2 and 3, for gateway. For routing mark, select the routing name that you created in step 10. Click OK. Step 14. Now you are back to the root list window. Find your VPN connection, right-click on it and select Enable. Step 15. Go to IP, the left-hand side menu, and in submenu choose DNS. Step 16. In DNS settings, enter 8.8.8.8 as the first DNS server and 8.8.4.4 as the second DNS. If you have only one white box in the servers field, click the arrow down and another white box will appear. Click OK. Step 17. If the Mikrotik acts as a DHCP client, you must make sure that the DHCP settings do not overwrite the manually entered DNS. Go to IP, the left-hand side menu, and in submenu choose DHCP client. Step 18. In DHCP client tab, double-click on your DHCP client entry. Step 19. In DHCP tab, uncheck use peer DNS option and click OK. Step 20.2. Be sure if you are successfully connected, please visit strongvpn.com in your web browser and check your IP address at the top of the page. If you want to see the connection status on the router interface, go to Interfaces, left-hand side menu, find and double-click on your VPN connection and choose Status tab. On the bottom right corner you will see Status, Connected. Connecting SSTP on Mikrotik 1. Log into the Mikrotik router interface using the web browser or Winbox application. The IP address of the router is 192.168.88.1 by default. Login is admin with no password if haven't changed previously. 2. Go to Interfaces, menu, find VPN connection. 3. Right-click on it and select Enable. Disconnecting SSTP on Mikrotik 1. Log into the Mikrotik router interface using the web browser or Winbox application. The IP address of the router is 192.168.88.1 by default. Login is admin with no password if haven't changed previously. 2. Go to Interfaces, left-hand side menu, find VPN connection. 3. Right-click on it and select Disable.